Michelle's Electrical Limited has the skills and expertise to power your vision. With Michelle's Electrical Limited, you're securing a professional team with a proven track record committed to delivering quality service to cater to all your electrical needs. We bring more than 30 years of trusted electrical installation to every job. We are the most trusted and reliable provider of electrical solutions island-wide. Your electrical needs are our priority, and our qualified team has been providing durable electrical solutions for over 3 decades. Trust Michelle's Electrical Limited. We lay the groundwork so your vision can thrive. Michelle's Electrical Limited, turning on lights since 1987.
Introducing McDowell's Moringa, a natural supplement made from the Moringa oleifera, which contains more than 92 nutrients and 46 types of antioxidants. Moringa is said to cure about 300 diseases and almost have all the vitamins found in fruits and vegetables. Moringa contains 30 anti-inflammatories, 18 amino acids, and 9 essential amino acids. Moringa nourishes the immune system, promotes healthy circulation, supports normal glucose levels, contains natural anti-aging benefits, provides anti-inflammatory support, promotes healthy digestion, promotes heightened mental clarity, boosts energy without caffeine, encourages balanced metabolism, promotes softer skin, provides relief from acne, and supports normal hormone levels. Moringa has no documented side effects. Moringa, the miracle herb, available at Health Service Center.
Save the hustle of customs with Michelle's Custom Brokerage, imports and exports custom brokers. Our personalized service always ensures the best results when your needs are custom clearance and shipping of general cargo, barrels, vehicles, containers. For courier packages to ship loads of cargo, no consignment is too small or too large. We can handle it all. Michelle's Custom Brokerage, a generation of efficient and reliable service.
You're watching MBC.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Papa's Kaiso Corner. I'm in a Saturday night, and I know there's nowhere else a lot of people would rather be than right here, right now. NBC TV, I would like to say welcome to all our many fans who tune in on a Saturday out there in TV land, especially. I want to say a special good night to our fans out there in TV land. Yes, indeed. Welcome to the corner. It was nice talking to some of you during the week. It's always nice when I meet people who tune to the corner on a Saturday and they let me know how much fun they have with us on a Saturday night. I want to big up my friend I met out there from Cul-de-Sac. She said, "Oh boy, Papa, I tune in every Saturday and I love your show, man." I love to hear that. Yeah. All our many fans in the diaspora, I'd like to say good evening to you out there in Toronto, in London, in the USA, many states of the USA. I'd like to say welcome to the corner tonight. Of course, you know, the big thing for the next couple of weeks will be the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival. That's what's going to be taking front stage in the coming week. And I must let you know that, you know, lots of excitement with regards to the various shows, the opening of jazz and Soufre Jazz and Monchi Jazz. I mean, the fans are so excited and everybody's ready to rumba. And, you know, the Jazz Festival is like already sold out. Yeah. And all our friends will be coming in, especially from Brooklyn. Spoke to a couple guys today Very excited. Heading home. We're heading home, boy. Jazz, jazz. I like that. The Jazz Festival center stage. But Kaiso, on the other hand, Kaiso is right after jazz. Kaiso tents launching, but the tents have been buried in the excitement of the jazz. So that is the purpose of this platform, to try to salvage, to try to salvage Kaiso. So we're concentrating for the next few weeks on the launch of Kaiso for 2025 for many Kaiso fans out there who will definitely participate and partake in the Jazz Festival. But I was speaking with someone today, and they brought up a few ideas which, I think the Calypso fraternity should consider. Like, why wait until jazz finish to just try and pop up after that? Why not try and be part and parcel of the jazz? Because it's jazz and arts. Kaiso could feature in there. The tents could launch, themselves during the jazz festival while we have so many people on our shows. People looking for things to do during the week. It don't have to be on a weekend. It don't have to be a major launch. It could be a launch in collaboration with one of the nightclubs in the north, or even one of the clubs downtown. I'm sure a club like Dax on Victoria Street would definitely welcome a launch of a tent during the jazz in St. Lucia. So there are lots of things that we need to revise and to try to think out of the box, because Calypso will suffer more. I have to say more if we don't get it going and think of new ways to promote and to excite the Calypso fans and to be part and parcel of what's happening. We sit in the background and we wait until after to try to evolve. And then we get buried now. After we get buried with the jazz, we get buried with the carnival itself, because so many activities, these jazz events, not cheap, 150 US, and the place sold out. And then in 2 weeks after the jazz, the Kaiso tents now will be struggling at $25 to full the cultural center. So we need to get out of that mold, man. Kaiso used to be one of the biggest events, in St. Lucia. People used to look forward to the launch of the Kaiso season. So we need to do something different. I just thought I would get that off my chest to see. Yeah, so welcome to our friends in the chat. Not our friends, our partners in the chat. I'd like to say welcome and good night. Very happy to have you guys as usual. There is no me without you. You know that song? And it's true. Without all you, there's no me. Bernadette Burns, good evening to you. Marvin Ogis out there in New Jersey, my brother. I hope you could be down here for Carnival. I am saying jazz. Carnival, that was me want you down here. Marvin Ogis out there in New Jersey. Alvin Nelson in the Bronx, good evening to you, my brother. Calix Chongo, the Dal. What's going on, buddy? Nice to see you here with us, man. I see you come down by just roti for a while. Have you stop eating roti, but Dal, nice to see you there with us, man. We'd like to welcome each and every one of you guys. Tonight we have a Kaiso show ready for you. We have a special guest in the house. We're going to be talking Kaiso 25. We'll be talking about the launch of the Kaiso tents and what to expect. Some of the tents promising some real surprises and some new activities. So we're looking forward to Kaiso 25 here in Santa Lucia. Yeah? Just for the benefit of the Calypso fans, the first tent, which is the South Kaiso tent, which is no surprise, it's been happening for a few years. The first tent to be launched will be the South Kaiso tent under the leadership of Tony Wilkinson. And that's happening on the 23rd of May, I think that's a Friday. The 23rd of May, the first Calypso tent will be launched at the National Cultural Center, and that's the South tent. Then the following day, the 24th of May, the Fire One Calypso tent, Fire One being previously an outshoot of the Ambassador's Kaiso tent, now on the brand new banner, the Fire One Kaiso tent. They're going to be launched on the 24th, which is a Saturday. So back to back, 2 launches, the South and Fire One. And then the following weekend, on the 30th, you have the KPT. I think that's a Friday too. The KPT Kaiso tent under the leadership of TC Brown. You know the KPT is one of the relatively new tents, but they've been doing some fantastic work in the short space of time that they've been in the fraternity. I want to say good evening to KPT. One of my favorite tents. What's going on, KPT? Boy, Brownie? Yes, indeed. They're going to be launched on the 30th of May. And then the TOT, Soca Village Collaboration, they're going to be launched on the 31st of May, which is the Saturday. Yeah? So back to back and then back to back. All the action happening at the National Cultural Center. All the tents very excited. We'll be hearing from all the tents in the coming weeks. But tonight, we're going to be having a very special guest to talk about the very first tent and their launching coming up on the 23rd of May, which is next month, which is about 3 weeks away. 3 weeks away. Yeah? So that's going to be happening. So I hope you had your pen and paper out or your phone so you could, put in the dates for the tents. Personally, I believe that the tents should have already begun massive promotion. Ads should be out there. Get the Kaiso fans because they had a budget too. Although these days, we're talking about budget, I want to say, what a piece of budget by Philip J. Pierre Lego and us there, I tell you. Hope. That's why I seen that budget there, boy. Hope. A lot of hope for St. Lucia and St. Lucians, which is something that have been missing in previous budgets, man, where you're hearing things happening to benefit the people directly. So big up to the government, the Minister of Finance, on that budget. Getting back to talking about budget now, because after jazz, it's Kaiso one time. So you have to let the people know what's happening with Kaiso so they could put something aside. The real fans will do that anyway. But generally, let them know so they could put something aside for Kaiso. Kaiso not very expensive, You go to a Kaiso tent, you listen to 14 artists, 28 songs, and they only ask you to pay $25 at the gate. You understand? That is a package. That ain't something that's not affordable, But then it's always so difficult to see a full cultural center at the tents. I don't know what the problem is, but the tents need to really get into the nitty-gritty of what are the problems and how best they could resolve them and get people excited to start back coming into the Kaiso tents. I first say, good evening to you, my brother, the exposer out of Long Island. He's here with us. Good evening, brother Posey. Boy, Posey, I promised to give you a shout this afternoon as I reach you my crash WhatsApps. So we go talk about that. So Al Henry out there in London, he's here with us tonight. Brother Al, nice to see you here in the corner. Tonight we promise you lots of Kaiso. And like I promised, we have a special guest in the building to talk about the launch of the South Kaiso tent. Now, just before we get into our main event for the night, Sistering Designs is part and parcel of the whole Papa's Kaiso Corner project, in that the designer of Sistering Designs is the producer of the corner. And she has some beautiful work that she does. And she prepared a special set of earrings for the jazz enthusiasts. Now, you know you're going to jazz, you want to have your earrings to match with your outfit and your shoes, and your hairstyle and thing. Sister in Designs. You need to check us out down at Just Roti. That's in Bido Park. When you come and get a good roti at the same time, you could get a wonderful earring or necklace or keyring for one of your friends coming down from the other island. You could check us out. So Sister wanted to display her jazz collection for 2025. I think it's only fair that we give Sister a couple of minutes right here in the corner. So, Mr. Technician, video 00, Sister Designs Jazz Collection. Let me give Sister a plug.
Curly bush on your head, baby. You're looking good, oh God, you're looking good, my girl, you're looking good, sister. Hey you, oh me, yes you, with that curly bush on your head. You're looking good, oh God, you're looking good, my girl, you're looking good, sister.
Yes, indeed. Sister in Designs, of course, Jazz Collection 2025. Of course, there are lots more that you could select from. Of course, you could check us out, like I said, at Just Roti, at Bido Park. We open Tuesday to Saturday, 9 to 4. Yeah? So grab the opportunity to come down there and look for something that will match with your outfit, something original, something you alone will have, because all the pieces are unique. Yeah? Sister in Designs, big up. We're going to take our first sponsors break, and when we come back, we're going to meet our guests, and we're getting into the business of the evening. Kaiso. We'll be right back.
No matter the job, Michelle's Electrical Limited has the skills and expertise to power your vision. With Michelle's Electrical Limited, you're securing a professional team with a proven track record committed to delivering quality service to cater to all your electrical needs. We bring more than 30 years of trusted electrical installation to every job. We are the most trusted and reliable provider of electrical solutions island-wide. Your electrical needs are our priority, and our qualified team has been providing durable electrical solutions for over 3 decades. Trust Michelle's Electrical Limited. We lay the groundwork so your vision can thrive. Michelle's Electrical Limited, turning on lights since 1987.
Introducing McDowell's Moringa, a natural supplement made from the Moringa oleifera, which contains more than 92 nutrients and 46 types of antioxidants. Moringa is said to cure about 300 diseases and almost have all the vitamins found in fruits and vegetables. Moringa contains 30 anti-inflammatories, 18 amino acids, and 9 essential amino acids. Moringa nourishes the immune system, promotes healthy circulation, supports normal glucose levels, contains natural anti-aging benefits, provides anti-inflammatory support, promotes healthy digestion, promotes heightened mental clarity, boosts energy without caffeine, encourages balanced metabolism, promotes softer skin, provides relief from acne, and supports normal hormone levels. Moringa has no documented side effects. Moringa, the miracle herb, available at Health Service Center,
Escape the hustle of customs with Michelle's Custom Brokerage, imports and exports custom brokers. Our personalized service always ensures the best results when your needs are custom clearance and shipping of general cargo, barrels, vehicles, containers. For courier packages to ship loads of cargo, no consignment is too small or too large. We can handle it all. Michelle's Custom Brokerage, a generation of efficient and reliable service.
You're watching MBC.
Yes, welcome back to Papa's Kaiso Corner. It's Saturday night and we're here in the corner. Of course, you know, Kaiso is our priority boy. That is what we are about here in the corner. Just before we get into the nitty-gritty, I want to say on behalf of my good friend out there in New Jersey, Marvin Ugis, he says, Papa, please extend my sincere condolences to the DDA family in St. Lucia and the U.S. on the passing of Ricardo DDA. Oh, yeah, boy, Ricardo, my partner. Nice little youth, eh? Yeah, I was very sorry to hear of his passing. Condolences also coming from us here in the corner to the DDA family. May he rest in perfect peace. Yes, indeed. And that's coming from Marvin Ogis and, of course, all of us here in Kaiso Corner on MBC TV. Yeah? Anything else? Geraldine Brown out there in the Poconos. She's here with us. Good evening to you, Mrs. Brown and Mr. Brown. Irreplaceable Paul. What a lovely lady she is. Nice to see you here with us, Irreplaceable. Erwin Alcindor. He's the mayor of Eastern Parkway. In case you didn't know, he's here with us tonight. Big up to you, Alcindor. Nice to see you always here with us in the corner. All right. Like promised, we have a special guest in the building. Our feature tonight is on Kaiso 25 here in St. Lucia, and the tents are ready to Roomba. The first tent will be launched on the 23rd of next month, which is basically 20 days away, boy, because the month almost at an end. After this weekend is May right away. I thought that, you know, we need to get the Kaiso agenda out there. So we have in the studio with us tonight. Before I really introduce who we have in the studio, Mr. Technician, we have a little teaser, video number 1. Then let me just let that go before we introduce our guest for tonight.
South Calypso Tent. Long live Kaiso. Grand launching. Friday, 23rd May. National Cultural Center, 8:30 p.m.
Yeah, teaser we call that. You saw the price there. You saw the venue. Yeah, you heard the dates. The information right in there for you. It is on Friday, the 23rd, at the National Cultural Center. It's the grand launch of the South Kaiso tent. And in studio with us tonight is the director and tent leader of the South Kaiso tent, none other than your very own Mr. Tony Wilkinson. Welcome once again to the corner, Brother Tony.
Yeah, thank you for giving me that opportunity to address the people tonight in terms of your fans on or your viewers on television and those on Facebook as well. I'm happy. I'm pleased to be the first to be here to kind of open the Kaiso season early.
Yeah, man, to get the ball rolling.
Get the ball rolling.
Yes, yes, indeed. Tony, it's our pleasure to have you here. Of course, that is the main purpose of this platform, and I would like the sponsors out there who might be watching, or anyone who is associated with someone who could sponsor the show, to consider, because the purpose of the show is to provide a platform for local Kaiso. We're going into our 5th year, thank God. And I want to say thank you very much to all those over the past 5 years who have sponsored Papa's Kaiso Corner at one time or the other. Yeah, I want to say a special good evening to our sponsors, the Michelle brothers, who have stuck with us right through. And I know these guys are fans of Kaiso, so I am not surprised that they too have the obligation to keep us here on air. Yeah, we'll be coming for the others, you know. You know who you are. You're going to be hearing from the Papa very soon. But, you know, all in all, we're here with the South Kaiso tent. And the South Kaiso tent for the past few years has been the first Kaiso tent to launch off the Kaiso season. Coming from the South, it had nothing to do with the fact that these guys are always ready and always the first Kaiso tent to launch off. So, T-Man, I want to talk to you tonight. Is it all right if I call you T-Man, Mr. Wilkinson? I want to jump. I want to jump the gun, you know.
That's okay, no problem.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the South Kaiso tent. How long has the South Kaiso tent been in operation now?
We first launched, in fact, we were established in 1997. But we first launched in 1998. Okay, so from 1998 to now, I think it's about 27 years, something like that.
That long, boy?
Yeah, 27 years.
Because I can remember in the initial stages of your preparation, Vivian Imbut.
Yes. Yes, the two of us. Yeah.
Corporal, he was your partner.
Yeah, my partner.
You tried. Now Vivian always wanted to be part of Soka Village.
Yes.
But I tell him, well, the tent available. He said, no, I want to be in management.
Yeah.
And you always wanted to be in management, so I said, "Guys, go and open your own tent."
Yeah.
You understand? And I was very happy when you guys were collaborating. He has passed, and you know, once again, quite a loss, quite a nice guy.
Yes.
You know, dedicated guy. Because I remember Vivian long before any Kaiso tent. You know, Vivian used to promote shows.
Lots of shows
in Viewfort.
Yeah, especially in Viewfort.
I mean, I've been to many shows that Vivian has promoted, performed the Reasons Orchestra.
Boat ride and stuff.
So he was a well-known promoter. Yeah. And then the tent was formed, like you say, launched in 1998.
98, yes.
Yeah. And, well, Vivian passed, and then I guess the mantle is in your hands.
Yes.
I must congratulate you on, you know, the fact that you've been doing a very, very good job with the tent, you know. Before we really get into what's going to be happening for 2025. I want to take a little time out just to remember one of the stalwarts of the South Kaiso tent. This guy, I mean, I had my own personal interaction with him. He goes by the name of Lord Believe Me.
Yeah.
Believe Me was a phenomenal individual.
Yeah, one of the founding members, actually. He was one of the founding members when we just started. He was I can never forget that. I mean, when we called our first meeting, he was the only person,
to be there. Meeting, Oh yeah, he was that kind of individual.
We were very close personal friends and stuff.
When we started the extempo movement, Believe Me was very active.
Yes.
You know, in the extempo, and he was one of the only ones, I think, out of the South that was really, like you say, committed to the extempo. So I want to remember. Let's remember. Lord Believe Me before we start off.
Yes, sir.
It's a little tribute to Believe Me. Mr. Technician, please, video number 2. And
It was, yeah.
So this is Lord Believe Me. He passed, you remember the exact year?
I honestly can't remember exactly.
I tried to remember myself. But it was quite a loss to not just the South tent, but to the Calypso fraternity overall for the loss of Lord Believe Me.
He was very much known,
Yeah, very popular guy.
Very popular guy.
As a matter of fact, the song which we will always remember, Lord Believe Me By, is our next video. Let's go into Bow Wow,
Bow Wow.
by Lord Believe Me. Bow.
Only they passing in the Pajero jeep, ain't even stopping, not even a beep. This year is election, but they want you now. They're walking up to your mansion to give you a bow. When they enter, good morning, how are you, sir? Campaigning. Bow, 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 bow. When they enter, good morning, how are you, sir? Campaigning. Bow, 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 bow. Your name they didn't know, your face they forget. So the time best for you was one of regret. Now it's time to make up, judgment time is near. Bowing down to show their respect, they promptly appear. When they enter, good morning, how are you, sir? Campaigning. Bow, 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 bow. When they enter, good morning, how are you, sir? Campaigning. Bow, 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 bow. Even in Carnival and Kaiso tent, check every funeral, some of them present. Visit to hospital, ain't stopping at all. Cabaret or big time rum shop, finding time to stop. When they enter, good morning, how are you, sir? Campaigning. Bow, 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 bow. When they enter, good morning, how are you, sir? Campaigning. Bow, 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 bow. Some come in barehanded, cause they party dead. Others play your labor, your food and water. Those who bring appliance without electricity, aiming for your ignorance, plumb who you live with. When they enter, good morning, how are you, sir? Campaigning. Bow, 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 bow. When they enter, good morning, how are you, sir? Campaigning. Bow, 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 bow. When they enter, good morning, how are you, sir? Campaigning. Take a bow, 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 take a bow.
Yes, indeed. Lord, believe me. May his soul rest in eternal peace. And we're here with the 10th leader of the South Kaiso tent. And we're here to talk about these plans for Kaiso 2025, how things have been shaping up. As a matter of fact, how have things been shaping up for 2025, Tony?
Well, I must say, good. We are aware of the fact, or we were aware a few months ago that we will be the first tent launching. So, I mean, so far, so good. I mean, our preparations are going on so fine in terms of getting the band together, getting the Californians aware of what's happening, and asking them to get prepared early in advance. I always I always link up with my Calypsonians in terms of our WhatsApp group and stuff. So always putting them away, thinking of new strategies to market the shows. You understand? Looking at the musicians that we have available in St. Lucia and what we have to do, because that's a serious issue. So all these things are putting into place, our rehearsals, our just about getting everything together. So we're just hoping that, with everything getting together, we're hoping to commence our rehearsals sometime on the 13th of May. Okay, like we're having about 2 weeks of rehearsals. We're trying to pick up 6 days or 6 days between 2 weeks because of the movement of our musicians. Some come on castries and that kind of stuff, and we try to avoid bringing them down every day.
Talking about your musicians, I know you used to collaborate with Trinidadian musicians.
We are still doing that this year.
Okay.
We're going to be having about 4 of them. Two of them are already based in St. Lucia.
Okay.
I'm bringing down 2 of them.
Oh, great stuff. Great stuff. Yeah. So, the South Kaiso tent over the years, right, have developed, in my mind, into one of the best managed Kaiso tents so far, and also has produced quite a catalogue of Kaisonians of great stature. As a matter of fact, people say all the time that some of the best voices in Kaiso come out of the South Kaiso tent. Over the years, how many monarchs have you been able to secure?
Well, monarchs in terms of Calypso monarchs, we have been able to secure 3 Calypso monarchs in that minute. It was Minel, Nindas, and T-Blacks. Soca monarchs, we did that as well. I mean, Afa was a member of South End when he started with his string of. Yeah, that's where he started. If we that's Afa Ali. That's when he started. He was a member of South End. Actually, he got through to compete in the soca competition through the South End, because you had to be a member of a tent at the same time. And Yadi, in fact, in our first year, 1998, Yadi won Soca Monarch. Yes.
Faye. I was at that show.
Yes.
I was at that show.
We broken a lot of barriers in terms of, like, remember when Yadi won, they said it was in Castries, he would have won. Kakala won in Castries.
Right.
Kakala was a member of South End. So we've broken a lot of barriers as to whatever, in terms of, we overcame a lot of hurdles and stuff like that and whatever. We penetrated, actually.
Of course.
Penetrated. So, that's one of the great things.
Yeah, and like I said, compliments to the management of the South End for that. And you will continue to penetrate.
Yes, the focus is...
One of my favorite female artists, and one of your monarchs, Minel. Minel is probably one of the most powerful female voices in Kaiso.
In Kaiso, yes.
And I always tell the guys, anytime.
Minel is a giant. I
tell them, anytime you see Minel have 2 good songs, pack up. Forget it. Forget it. You won't touch her. Let's take in Minel out of the South Tent. 3 or 4-time Calypso monarch. 4-time Calypso monarch of St. Lucia. And she hails out of the South Tent. We'll be seeing her this year.
Yes, for
with
sure.
the South Tent at the launching. Doing one called Living in the Last Days. Let's take in Queen Minel.
The one and only Minel, living in the last days.
All right. Revelation time has come. When I look around and see what this world has come to today, it proves to me that we are living in the last days. From the beginning, sin was the cause of men's destruction. God sent thunder, hail and brimstone to destroy Sodom. He said go be fruitful and multiply. Yet men and women they on a sex drive to explore their greatest fantasies, while some snatching life from the unborn child. I sit and ask myself why go back to Sodom and Gomorrah again? Look what is happening in Gomorrah. So much of wickedness, greedy and selfishness. Every day is a bloodshed. Have people living in fear as we follow the same old trend. Scripture says this world will soon end. My people, we are living in the last days. You hear me? Revelation time has come. The human race time is numbered in a world that is full of hate. When there's no laws, no justice, no peace, violence increase. The world economy has collapsed and now in recession. Plagues and diseases out of control, drop population. Still men of power want to succeed, so they lie, they cheat and make promises. Exploit the poor man begging, can you help me please? With no regards and respect for humanity, I sit and ask myself why go back to Sodom and Gomorrah again? Look what is happening in Gomorrah. Homosexuality in Gomorrah. Cheating and adultery in Gomorrah. Every day is a bloodshed in Gomorrah. And faces fill up with tears as we stick to the same old trend. Everybody knows this world will soon end. My people, we are living in the last days. Destruction time has come. Just imagine in a world if everyone could make a change. It's not a white or black lives matter or just making haste to fight race. There's no time left now with all what is happening. The gateway for our own fate lies in our hands. Technology has taken over to manipulate our minds and future, to corrupt and take control and authority. There are so many signs we just can't ignore. Look to the sky and ask myself why go back to Sodom and Gomorrah again? Look what is happening in Gomorrah. Selfishness and greed in Gomorrah. Nobody not taking heed in Gomorrah. Every day is a bloodshed in Gomorrah. And faces fill up with tears as we follow the same old trend. Everybody knows this world will soon end. Can't you see we are living in the last days? Open your eyes, we are living in the last days. Can you hear my cry? We are living in the last days. Rumors and rumors of wars. We are living in the last days. The Antichrist rise. We are living in the last days. Oh, we are living in the last days. We are living. Oh, oh, oh. Thank you very much.
The one and only boy, Minel. I want to say good evening to Maureen Nelson. Annette Dowdy, nice to see you in the corner. Irene Shalmine, bad gal that there. Here in the corner with us, we're enjoying some Kaiso coming out of the South. Kaiso tent, who will be the first Kaiso tent to be launched for 2025. And in the studio with us tonight is Tony Wilkinson, the big man in control of the South Kaiso tent. Talking about the big man in control. Before we come back to you, Tony, another giant which was produced out of the South Kaiso tent. T Blacks is his name. Yeah, and T Blacks has grown into a big name in the Kaiso arena right now, household name, and the performance, I believe, which catapulted T Blacks out of the South Kaiso tent was his first year. And let's take in T Blacks with Mama 1010 by special request. Yes.
Si c'est un âme là-bas, vient là, afwejido. Happy bell, kankano, bufenom lawa. Fam upamele, layo kapale. Happy kite odi. Uniguana mae yo pekuya chamet yo pekuya wave kuya mama ching ching usam kajwen baina musa tuakubi Paino Musaleka, hello. Paino Musale di Ailade. Pakade pa asukanawi kowasu. What a final! Unamla by Jana of Wijido. Happy bell, what God can do, Puffenum Lawell. Pamele, Leo Capale, Epikiteo, the unique one on my air. Your peculiar German, your peculiar Wabet, your mama. Who's a sound cars when by no Musa to a good. By no Musa like me. By no Musale di Island. Baka de Pasuka. What of the zone? What? Tata, Titi Ushan me a super shuni mali. Ba ukiti kwa non play a bell from Kuli. Sasa yo puop, se kuyo malpop. Sukweda da we mutwe yo upane pot. Yo peku yo chome, yo peku yo wabet. Kuyo mama chenche. Usasa ukazi wena. Baina musa tu akabe. Baina musa like adomi. Baina musa le di ale. Baka de pasu kanawe. Wanale. Gade yo epi mama yo pa mi manje. E sa fe ou tou sel yo toujou ka veye. Si sete yo, ki de jwen an ti mako. An bet yo te kay bali let jepi. Yo peku yo chome, yo peku yo wabek. Ou yo mama ching ching. Ou sa sa an kaz wen, Baina musa tu akabe Baina musa leka do mi Baina musa lady I lady Baka de pa suka nawe Tata la uteka we Ise yo piaf pate Le uteni Yo papa uanye Uswena kwa misye Me ishamay Cheli kible beye Pusha Yo pekuyo chomet Yo pekuyo Kuyo mama Usamsa ukajuen Baino musa tuakupi Baino musa lekadomi Baino musa lady I lady Baka de pasuka na kobasu Baino musa tu akabe Baino musa lekado Baino musa lady I lady Baka de pasu Chacha yo pekuyo Kuyo mama ting ting Usasa ukazwen Baino musa Baino musa lekado Baino musa lady I lady Bakade Mwabachi
Oh yes, I sure remember that one vividly. What a night it was
Yeah,
at
that
the
was
South
something
Kaiso tent. That night when T Blacks totally blew the tent away with this one here.
That's all.
And we know the story of T Blacks. From there, there was no stopping him.
No stopping him, yeah.
Yes, indeed. Following year,
he won the monarch.
And that is the story of the South Kaiso tent. That's the kind of artist that you produce. I remember years of guys like, I can't remember, what's his name? He sang The Rock. Do you know? Duval.
Yes.
Duval. That year was a phenomenal year for the South Kaiso tent. You had Duval, you produced artists like Sinti.
Yes.
Fonty, fabulous Fonty, Fix the Roads. I mean, the South tent has produced quite a bit. What can we expect for this year, Tony?
This year, as I said, as we all know that we're opening, we expect it to be a fantastic year in terms of we're looking at quality and actually quality, and our show would be something kind of a mixed general in terms of fun, quality, social commentary, humor,
something that's missing.
political commentary, because you know the elections is next year, so expect another political commentary,
especially coming out of the South.
Yes. So I mean, it's really all the performers are real determined and ready. So we expect, and since we're opening, it's really important that we set the standard. It's very important that we set the standard. So we have a responsibility to ensure that St. Lucia's Calypso art form is our standard. It's not just about South End, the art form in general.
Great stuff. So talking about the standard and so on, I remember another artist coming out of the South Kaiso tent, a young female artist at the time, who really stole the hearts of St. Lucians. She goes by the name of Mahandra. And so many people keep asking, where's Mahandra, boy? Where's Mahandra? Let's bring back some memories of the one and only Mahandra. She did a popular one back in the day called Talk. a lot. Andra.
Yeah, Massive, how we feeling tonight? How we feeling? Make some noise, ladies, if you really bend and struggle and make some noise. Woman, be careful not to hang out with the wrong man. When you feel to have some fun, this may be the worst blunder in your lifespan. When your name spread all around, things that you never do and things that you never say. Some man does malfale and somebody thinks they say this lady cannot whine, she waits at all. The tiffin she wants just so that does fall. The panty she wet turn from white to brown. She using life to cut that strong smell down. But yeah, this year malfale, décalé. But yeah, this year malfale, décalé. Talk to it up, talk to it up, talk to it up, talk to it up. This bad talking tired causing no commotion. With woman taking legal action, worthless men still refuse to refrain. They don't care who feel the pain. If you can stop, you'll pay. Maybe it's the only way. Man, it's time to back down and stop the yapping around. This lady cannot white, she waits at all. The tiffin she wants just so that does fall. The panty she wet turn from white to brown. She using lime to cut that strong smell down. But yeah, this year malfale, décalé. But yeah, this year malfale, décalé. Stop to get up, stop to get up, stop to get up, stop to get up. Self-esteem is the key to right selection. When you're looking for a man, some will have a silver and gold for some action. That is for your reputation. They will tell you endless lies, kneel down on the ground and cry. If you let them man succeed, you will have a talking need. This lady cannot whine, she waits at all. The tiffin she wants just so that does fall. The panty she wet turn from white to brown. She using lime to cut that strong smell down. But yeah, this year malfale, décalé. But yeah, this year malfale, décalé. Talk to it up, talk to it up, talk to it up, talk to it up. Most of them who talk a lot in worst position, which is too much to mention, but they're quick to brag their mouth to everyone about woman's situation. Send them and clean their yard. Most times it is thinking bad. No matter what they say, it's dirty, keep talking way. This lady cannot whine, she waits at all. The tiffin she must just so that does fall. The panty she wet turn from white to brown. She using lime to cut that strong smell down. But yeah, Messieurs, Malpalais, Vieux-Cartier, Mortier, Messieurs, Malpalais, Vieux-Cartier, talk tiki talk, 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 talk tiki talk.
But deals have no interest in that, you know.
Yes, indeed. Mahendra, I'm sure many of you would have remembered this young lady. As a matter of fact, that performance, as I was speaking with Tony, there was 22 years ago, in 2002. And that was Mahendra with Talk Tiki Talk. Of course, Tony, apart from the fact that you manage the tent, you do work with your artists, you write and arrange, and that was one of your hits there by Mahendra. You're still working with the artists and so on?
Yes, I mean, I do a lot of arranging in the tent, actually. I do about almost 90% of the arrangements in the tent as well. Yeah, so a lot of arranging. I mean, just about one or two artists that you might hear that I did not arrange the songs in the tent. So it's a lot of work. I mean, sleepless nights and that kind of stuff.
I would imagine that.
You know, a lot. And sometimes, I mean, it's a while I've not written, but this year, I did 2 songs, so you hear.
Okay,
you know?
great
So
stuff. I'm really looking forward to the South Tent. Like many Calypso fans, you know, they always look forward to the offerings of the South Kaiso Tent. I want to say good evening to Misty Jeremy. It was nice to meet you this week, Misty. She's here with us tonight in the chat. Max Shalmine out of New Jersey. He's here. Good evening, Mr. Shalmine. Nice to see you see you here with us. Carla Smith. She's here with us tonight. Nice to see you here, Carla. And everyone who's here with us in the corner, big up to you. And welcome to another night of Kaiso. Tonight we're featuring the South Kaiso Tent. And in the studio is Tony Wilkinson, director and tent leader. Of course, the South Kaiso Tent will be the first Calypso tent to be launched. A little earlier on, Mr. Wilkinson mentioned that the tent will be a total mix, a variety. You will have humorous Calypso in there. You will have social commentary in there. You will have political commentary in there. We're going to take a second sponsors break. And when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about political commentary. We'll be right back.
The hustle of customs with Michelle's Custom Brokerage, imports and exports custom brokers. Our personalized service always ensures the best results when your needs are custom clearance and shipping of general cargo, barrels, vehicles, containers. For courier packages to ship loads of cargo, no consignment is too small or too large. We can handle it all. Michelle's Custom Brokerage, a generation of efficient and reliable service.
No matter the job, Michelle's Electrical Limited has the skills and expertise to power your vision. With Michelle's Electrical Limited, you're securing a professional team with a proven track record committed to delivering quality service to cater to all your electrical needs. We bring more than 30 years of trusted electrical installation to every job. We are the most trusted and reliable provider of electrical solutions island-wide. Your electrical needs are our priority, and our qualified team has been providing durable electrical solutions for over 3 decades. Trust Michelle's Electrical Limited. We lay the groundwork so your vision can thrive. Michelle's Electrical Limited, turning on lights since 1987.
It is well known that diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, and other illnesses may restrict blood flow, which can lead to impotence and erectile dysfunction. This is why Enhance was formulated to meet these challenging health problems, which can reduce your ability to perform. If you're having problems maintaining your manhood, then reclaim your manhood today with Enhance. Enhance increases your energy level, boost your stamina, and increases your endurance.
You can get your Enhance at Southwell V4, Restorer Pharmacy Soufre, Knights Med Miku, Lay By Bar The Morn, Dexter's Place Jeremy Street Castries, Citygate Bar The City opposite the market, Plants Place Denry Highway, Arlette Supermarket Soufre, The Release Stress Bar Labrie Highway, Cool Joint Bar Victoria Schwazel, Prios Bus Stop 22, next to the Moshi Bus Stop, opposite the Grosile Bus Stop. Prios Bar and Grill in Corinth, Grosile.
Enhance, the best a man can get.
Looking for a professional service to stream your upcoming events to your social media platforms seamlessly and simultaneously? Look no further. Live streaming is in our DNA. At MBC Live Streaming, we stream concerts, weddings, funerals, conferences, and private functions to platforms such as YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch.tv in high quality. Call us today on 453-7458 for all your premium live streaming needs.
Welcome back, Kaiso fans. We're here tonight talking about Kaiso 2025. I mean, the Jazz center stage, we have vexed with that. But I know the Jazz have to finish. And when the Jazz done, Kaiso taking over. The true Kaiso fans, very excited, I know, as usual, ready to support. I want to big up all our many friends in the chat room with us tonight. Trevor Exposer Brong out of Long Island. He planning to come down. He wanted to come and make his contribution in one of the tents, and he might just choose the South tent to do that. You know, Brongy. Yes, indeed. We spoke a little earlier on where Mr. Wilkinson indicated that this year the South tent will be a variety. You will have the humor in there, the political and the social. Well, in case Mr. Wilson didn't know, that has been the format of the South Kaiso tent, especially where political commentaries are concerned. There are some of the Kaiso tents that people align directly to a political party. You know? Like, I mean, we are making no bones about it. We're in the corner. TOT. People go to the Labour Party tent, boy. Fire one. They go tell you, boy, that is a UWP tent. They can't say that about the South tent. The South tent is very liberal. The artists in there can sing any Kaiso for any party or for any politician, and that has been happening through the years. We will get to some of that a little later on, but in the meantime, one of my favorite Kaisonians coming out of the South tent, for the fact that I respect the way that he delivers his calypsos, and under humorous, I put this one. Let's take in the journalist, as he did one called Woman for a Day.
I gone to bed and start to dream. I had one wish to fulfill my greatest desires before I perish. So many things in life I want to wish for before I find myself knocking on heaven's door. Well, I didn't wish for money. No, I didn't wish for fame. I didn't wish for popularity, not to play this political game. While some will wish to change the world in every possible way, boy, I just wish to be a woman for a day. Now that I'm woman for a day, I take him bingo to bed right away, just to show him a woman's work and to tell him a good woman must come first. And if he is a 1 minute man, well, I'm spreading gossip all over town. And if you see, I had another day, I would fix bingo up in every way, cause I guarantee his sight would be straight today. Now most of you think to make this wish I was foolish, but the memories I'll have, I'll always cherish. I know in a woman's world, things may seem easy, but unless I'm in their shoes, nothing will satisfy me. I want to know what makes them tick, and how it feels to take a kick. And why some men can't understand, they can't keep a good woman down. Through tribulations and retributions, women still finding their way. That's why I wish to be a woman for a day. Now that I'm woman for a day, I ain't cooking for no man in any way. Every morning right through evening is Kentucky fried chicken I serving. And for the saltfish he'll be begging, but I only serving with coloring. And if you see he try to cheat on me, bet your life that will be a tragedy. He said a lot from now I lay dummy. They say man smart, but woman smarter, so I want to know why so many women does outsmart man so? Is it better qualities or nice shaped bodies that have man going in circles and even confused? Tell me how two blacks could make white, and still for the child the man want to fight. How to African make Indian, and still woman giving man move along. Still social welfare and the family court, claim the man have no say. That's why I wish to be a woman for a day. Now that I'm woman for a day, I'm sleeping with all man who come my way. I don't know what people will say. See you, but when me with my family. And if I make a Chinese baby, bet your life I say it's for Moggy. And if you see, he tried to deny, I say my father had Chinese eye, and the baby color came from me great grandfather. The most beautiful thing about this wish just dawned on me. On a night like this, I can be who I want to be. Because this is judging night, I want the green light. To reach the next round, I have to be duty bound. So I will pull out the stops to make sure I come out on top. Like most women in this contest, I will go through without protest. So forget Fonty and Lord believe me, like Mahendra I want to be. That's why I wish to be a woman for a day. Now that I'm a woman for a day, I'll be like Mahendra in every way. Just to have her beautiful voice so that the judges will have no choice. And to make all of them happy, they'll meet the Big Bam Bam family. And when you see her wearing her shoes, I don't ever want to pick and choose, cause with my size 12, I'm wearing a 10.
Yeah, the journalist there is a very humorous one, the woman for a day. Yeah. Journalists, I haven't seen journalists for a couple of years.
Yeah, well, he has, he stopped performing for a while now.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really know the real reason for it. I just believe that he's taking a break for a while. Maybe soon he might be back, that kind of thing.
He might surprise you.
Yeah, he might. Yeah,
it's possible. He used to make a real nice contribution.
Yeah, very good contribution.
Another giant of the South Kaiso tent. Tonight we want to feature your work, Mr. Wilkinson, the productions of the South tent over the years, and the kind of calypso and calypsonians that you have brought out. And we want to thank you for that and to encourage you to continue. Nintas. Another guy that you can't take lightly at all. Let's take in Nintas as he performed Helen Maye Teo, a political commentary.
Very talented young man.
Oh, yeah.
Come here. Sit down. La yo mado sou kamaye ou kadinan. Gade mwen ti fam ou pogo ka kontwi. Pas toi ka mwen jwen pou ba bon mawi. Won la te mwen za chache, mwen pa ble mwen za vole. Ki bo ka jipa mwen mepwi, ka kouye was mwen goli. Même si ma ka speak English, et c'est pas moi qui fli dotiche. Passe-moi ça, qui ça qui ching ching. Aide-moi comprendre qui ça qui arrive. Helen Maye Teo, Helen Maye Teo, Helen Maye Teo, Helen Maye Teo aquí. Même si yo di mwen j'ai compati cap, passe-moi ça maye ish mwen diavansa. Helen Maye Teo, Helen Maye Teo, Helen Maye Teo aquí. Will you want nom salad to be your Maui? Tiens pays ek palaje, take all the money. In sickness, bon santé, men sou mou kawete. Di I do, di I do. Helen koute maka, mwante yo. Jamais jwen avant. Pa ou premye kay kwa nom pou l'argent. Mwen tan yo ka di, se yon criminal. Ma mele bas papay li yon chay cheval. Si nou bayon ti lilet, nou kay jwen kaya sou la mer. Ki sa ki dedike koko, se yo kale nego casino. Nou pa bise pièce abattoir, c'est chef la niti cambrionia. Étoile pe match, yo pe krasé soulier. Yo pas sa empêché ou ete yo maye. Helen Maye Teo, Helen Maye Teo, Helen Maye Teo aquí. compacted cat. Pass me camayesh when Jabasat. Helen my idea. Helen my idea. Helen my idea. Helen Webete, I will take. Tell you a king all the days of my life. To a tale like a king, not for riches, make us poor. Take the bitches in the party. I do, see I do. Helen, Sherry doll, shake up. Kute Papa Helen, oh yo 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 yo. Maete yo a king. Depuis tout petit, Kenny quitte over moi. Tout jeune quitte maman, tout beau boudin. Nous la aviez fort, nous pièces pas rien. Avec j'ai toujours nous commandé chez père. Tu sais que nous pas initier. Nous voulons foutre moins copier. Nous payons à viser développement. Tout le monde vise l'argent. Elle vit nous mais pas été. Avant l'économie à Godonglo. Elle fait ses bacs bolo, bolo, gololo. Faites yo ba nous l'argent bolo, bolo. Même si yo dit moi ni j'ai compacté cat. Parce que moi ça maye moi j'avance. Helen maye Théo. Helen za maye Théo. Helen maye Théo. Qui fait caca cheval. Yo kay amassé pour payer payer until la monnaie for riches niggas poor knock the doors down in the poor the I do the I do yeah Sherry girl Helen Shekokot
Yes, Nintas there. And as we were saying earlier on, fully Creole.
Yeah.
Fully Creole and a masterful track too. A very tough political commentary. Helen Maye. Theo King. It's a big track, of course. Nintas, you're never surprised at what Nintas can do. Nintas is one of the most promising of our Calypsonians. Here in St. Lucia, and we look forward to the possibility of seeing him on stage
sometime soon.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, but the South End has produced so many champions. You know, I mean, the next performer, a dynamic young woman again, coming out of the South Kaiso tent who has stolen the hats of the Calypso fans here in St. Lucia, and we're talking about who? Oshun. Let's take in Oshun doing one called The Whip.
The boy
plantation was the whip. It was work every day. You either stay and die or run away. Oh no, our voice was a whip, and we used it to chant down oppression. Hey, now it seems we back on the plantation, this time at the hands of politicians. Lucian people greeting. How are you feeling? We have been a meeting to give politicians a whipping for cheating. They thief too much, living all the people suffering. We done run away from the slave driver, so come let's show them politicians we are their masters. Tumbe, 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 boy. Ay, bade, bada, 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 la badida, do. We whipping them for sure. La badi, bada, 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 la badi, bada, bada. They hiding plenty secrets, but campaigning loud in the streets. They make deals so that they and their family and friends can profit. Oh no, they're selling our lands, our sovereignty, and our country. Hey, they're creating opportunity, not for us, but for foreigners who have money. Tumba, dumba, dumba, do. Lucian people greetings. How are you feeling? We have been a meeting to give politicians a whipping for cheating. They lie too much, living all the people suffering. We done run away from the slave driver, so come let's show them politicians we are their masters. Tumbe, 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 boy. Aya, bade, bada, 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 la badida, do. Me tired of slavery for sure. La badi, bada, 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 la badi, bada, bada. Listen. They come in like beggars and live like kings and dictators. Oh no, they abuse our trust and they use our love against us. Oh no, let the whip beat their conscience. There must be resistance to wrong everywhere. Though they are our brothers and sisters, crack the whip and let them remember. Lucian people greeting. Tell me, how are you feeling? We have in a meeting to give politicians a whipping for cheating. They thief too much, living all the people suffering. Me done run away from the slave driver, so come let's show them politicians we are the masters. Tumbe, 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 boy. Bade, bada, 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 la badida, do. Bade, bada, with them, with them, with them. La badi, bada, bada.
Right. Oshun, a big name coming from the south. Yeah. Just before we go into our lotto break, tell us a little bit of what the public, what you're expecting for 2025. Anything you'd like to see? As a matter of fact, before you do that, sponsorship. I know that's always a ticklish issue for
Yeah,
the Tens. How has that been going with you?
Yeah, well, not too bad in terms of what I'm happy about is that we've been also kind of getting through to some sponsors from the south. You understand? Like this year, one of our new sponsors will be Caribbean Greens.
Okay.
That we never got food to them before. I don't think they've ever ventured into Calypso. We're going to a new water sponsor called Forest Springs.
I know
Forest Springs.
My
yes,
favorite, my favorite water.
Yeah. Forest Springs. We have the full support of them. So, and we have also a set of brothers like the Alton and in fact the Mount Daisy brothers from the south.
Right.
Very supportive, and it's good at this. We're attracting this kind of people, and some of them sometimes come to the shows in the north, and when they come back to Beaufort, they really explain to the people what Southern is really about, and
very happy to hear that.
Very happy,
very happy to hear that.
They're really satisfied, and sometimes when they come to the cultural center, then they see the wolf on the value of the tents.
There you go. There you go.
Stuff,
wonderful stuff. I'm happy to hear that. Yeah. A little earlier on, we mentioned with the political commentaries that the South End is very liberal in that the artists could sing about whoever they want, whatever party they want to support, and that has never been an issue for you.
No.
Yeah. Some of the tents feel very, sensitive. About political commentaries and so on.
We have to be very careful too, because some people say about the voice of the voiceless and the voiceless. However, there are consequences behind that as well.
Yes.
You have to be very careful because things can be libelous and that kind of thing. Things can be defamatory. So, and sometimes, I don't think that has really happened here in St. Lucia, but sometimes a particular calypso can come and sing a song that's defamatory, okay? And then sometimes you as tent management have to stop the song.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when legal action has been taken, it's been taken before on the tent. You understand? So it is something that people have to be very careful and don't just abuse the saying, the voice or the voiceless and whatever. Everything, it can be very serious. It can be very costly as well. That kind of stuff. So we try our best to not to discourage anything, and just always try to make sure that the calypso is being careful and make sure. And there are certain things that sometimes you have to realize that you cannot do. You understand? And sometimes
they have limitations.
Limitations. Is that it's not just your freedom to do anything that you want.
And to a certain extent, it might even have an effect on sponsorship.
Very much so, because it's the same way that if you have a major sponsor, and that major sponsor, the public thinks that sponsor somewhere, you can't just go come on stage and sing against that sponsor. I will not allow that, because that's like biting the hands that feed you.
That's right.
And that kind of stuff. So people have to understand all this kind of things.
There are lots of technicalities in there. Yeah. Let's take in a political commentary. This one, I don't think there's anything libelous in it. It was sung by Daika Fontelio. You wrote that one too?
Yeah. No. That was written by, and depends on which one you're talking about.
I'm talking about Pip.
That was written by O'Neill Fontenelle. This is
O'Neill Fontenelle. Yeah. Let's take in number 11, Mr. Technician Daika Fontelio, doing one called Pip.
We interrupt our regularly scheduled program to bring you this broadcast.
The winning numbers for the evening draw of Saturday, 26 April 2025 were Tic-Tac-Toe 1, 7, 8, 13, 15, 19, 20. Big 4, 3, 1, 2, 9. Big for Multi-X, 3X. Pick 2, 9, 4. Pick 2 Multi-X, 2X. 1 off, 9, 1, 5. Lucky 3, 5, 1, 8. Lucky 3 Multi-X, FP. Power Play 10, 11, 21, 29. Free ticket letter B, Power Pick number 2.
Now back to our regularly scheduled program.
Me again. Tender. Hey! Standing by the roadside, vehicles coming down. Island-wide motorcade all around the town. Listen to that bearing horn making a sweet sound. It's like music to me, and there's one thing I can hear. Say peep, who the people want? Peep, I hearing them noise. Peep, for we future. Peep, 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 peep. People calling for peep, walking through the door. Peep, for Prime Minister. Peep, 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 peep. You like it? You remember that time? I remember it. On that Sunday morning, police saying stop. All over the highway, setting up roadblock. The people breaking a stand to save we homeland. It's too much corruption, we blowing on we horn. Say peep, who the people want? Peep, I hearing them down. Peep, for the future. Say peep, 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 peep. People calling for, walking through the door. For we future. Peep, 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 peep. You like it? Let me play something hurting you. Peep it out. All them horns declaring, Alan have to go. Never in my lifetime, see Lucian Vexo. The people taking a stand to save we homeland. It's too much corruption, baby. We're in horn, we hard. Say peep, who the people want? Peep, I hearing them horns. Peep, for we future. Peep, 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 peep. People calling for, walking through the door. For we future. Peep, 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 peep. Good night. All them horns declaring, Alan have to go. Never in my lifetime see Lucian Vexo. The people taking a stand to save we old land. There's too much corruption, we blowing horn, we horn. Say peep, who the people want? Peep, I hearing them horns. Peep, for we future. Peep, 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 peep. Lucian calling for peep, walking through the door. Peep, for we Prime Minister. Peep, 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 peep. Thank you, thank you. Enjoy the show. Peep, 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 peep. Peep, go. Peep, 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 go.
They go and go that song whole night,
Yeah.
the whole night. Yes, indeed. And that was a political commentary. You see the play on words, the motorcade, the horns, going peep, peep, peep. That was one. Now, on the very same South Kaiso 10 stage, we have the journalist, and he's doing one called Philippe. Let's take in the journalist with Philippe.
Oh, yes. The vibe I get in on the street. Some people feel that people cannot compete. There are big wheels on labor sheet. Not happy with the captaincy of Pete. 5 elections the man fought and won. He earned the right to be number one.
know why some debates in the money, only to bring him down in shame. People tell me Pip used to be Philip J. Kenny Anthony. Every day I hear people say call you Philip J. Ernest Hiller. Every day from both police say you are Philip J. Alan Chasney. Pip Ashe pour anoki pwe Avamoun kwe ou Philippe Jepe Kai Joseph. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I insist that Pip should go to make way for Justice Mario. Pip and Mario were in the plot to remove Hunt and give Kenny the spot. What goes around comes around. Pip now is you, they pulling down. You have to show that you have no fear, even though they call you Philip J.P. People tell me Pip used to be Philip J.P. Kenny Anthony. Every day I hear people say you are Philip J.P. Ernest Hiller. Every day Flambeau police say call you Philip J.P. Alan Chasney. Pip Ashe pour anoki nef Avamoun kwe ou Philip J.P. Kai Joseph. Mape Mwen pape. Oh yeah. Educator sung a calypso last year. How Lucians love their leaders fair. So true, the evidence is there. Pipa Kupa, Pasque Uniwe, Christopher Hunt and Frederick can shield you from Team Jukwa and Rick. Leve ek mouchwe nou uniche. Ek no ou se pa Philip J.P. People tell me Pip used to be Philip J.P. Kenny Anthony. Every day I hear people say you are Philip J.P. Ernest Hiller. Every day Flambeau police say call you Philip J.P. Alan Chasney. Pip Ashe pour anoki nef Avamoun kwe ou Philip J.P. Kai Joseph. Yo père! Yo père!
I think you want more. I think you want more. Journalist!
Another song getting how much encores in the tent there right now. Yeah, Philip G. Hey. Nice play on words. That's what Kaiso is all about. Kaiso is freedom of expression as long as like Tony said, you're not libelous, and so on. You could sing anything. That's your right as an artist. And that was journalists, giving the PM his dues in his view. Yeah, but we all know with that budget that passed there, it's a Philip J. Pay. It's Philip Yope. Anyway, we are going there. We continuing, of course. Brother Tony here is here from the South End. Any final words with regards to your cast and what to expect and to reach out to the public? Was the 2 hours just come really fast in the corner? Eh?
Yeah, well, we all know South Cultural Tent opening the season Friday 23rd May at the National Cultural Center. You should it will be a wonderful show in terms of the cast that we have coming to you. It's a mix of both female and male performers. As you know, we have the Queen Minel, we have Oshun, we have Queen Yards, we have Taika Fontelio, we have Gamashan, we have Freddie, we have Kaka, we have Teddy Boy, we have Mighty K, who was out last year, making a comeback this year. We have Damien, who was out for a few years and is making a comeback this year. We have a newcomer called Atta, a newcomer, not Alpha, Atta, yeah. And we have the entertainer, Boss Al, will be there. He, you know what I mean, all his somersaulting on his head and that kind of stuff and whatever.
Right.
Yeah, he'll be there again this year with some interesting song, even interesting song. We have a Calypsonian. I want to be very careful when I say that. A Calypsonian who has not performed for a long time is making a comeback this year. This person has not performed. In fact, the last time this person performed was 2010. Okay, and this person is making
years ago.
Yeah, this person is making a comeback this year. Okay, I think it'll be interesting to see. Okay,
that's your surprise ticket.
That's one of them.
Okay,
and we have a major surprise Calypsonian coming. Very, very popular figure in St. Lucia. Very, very popular figure in St. Lucia. Well known, very, very popular in St. Lucia, is performing for us this year.
Oh, so we have a lot to look forward to.
We're going to be keeping that one a special surprise. People who do not head. Although St. Lucia is a small place, it's a very small place and things come out, but people who don't know will be surprised at the night to see that.
Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. Yeah. We still have time to play some of the music. Of course, we did mention I think Freddie is one of the relatively newcomers.
Yes, and also we'll be featuring two of the junior Calypsonians. We have Lily, the little child.
I remember Lily,
she'll be representing. In fact, she'll be trying to represent the. If she gets put to the audition, she'll be trying to represent the primary level. The last time she was at the infant level. This time she's at the primary level. And we have the student who won the primary school, Tikeno, last year, he's at secondary school now.
Right.
So he's at Vivote Comprehensive Secondary School, so he'll be vying to represent the Vivote Comprehensive Secondary School.
Great stuff.
So both of these students will be making their first appearances in our show.
They have all generations in there. Wonderful stuff.
So it's a well-mixed show.
We don't expect anything less
and
from
MC
the South End.
Donneville, So
Donneville back on track.
Yeah, Donneville. I mean, Donneville is like a package with South End because that's where it started and everything.
Yes.
So that's what it is.
Great.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, I'm excited. It sounds very exciting. We're looking forward to that launch as usual.
Yep.
I'm sure that the hunger for Kaiso is there. It's there among the fans, as it's quite evident in the chat here tonight. Everybody very excited about the South Kaiso tent and the launch. Let's take in one of your relatively newcomers who a lot of people are very impressed, especially with his voice. We're talking about Freddie, doing one called Panic. Let's do number 10, Mr. Technician, Freddie.
Calypso, you ready? Good night, everybody. Good evening. Leaders playing politics with crime and forget about the snitching time like they have amnesia. and they don't remember. We've had a home invasion just before the election. We get like the wild, wild west. The criminals are heartless. They keep going round the problem and downplaying the mayhem. Hang there, just hang there. We don't need no custody suites for criminals to retreat. Hang there, just hang there. We don't have a Smith and Wesson. They smuggle them illegal gun. Hang there, just hang there. Our leader has to portray strength to fight evil, go to any lengths. Yet I see us negotiate a peace treaty we first indicate. I miss Sir John, cause all of them would be gone. Gone to meet them maker, gone with the undertaker, gone to burn in hell. The partners in crime as well. Law and order is a con. That's why I miss Sir John. A few gunmen holding us hostage. Who'd believe this in this day and age? Sir John would have quelled this with just civil police. He wouldn't have request help from the RSS. The PM I'll never snub, but a boy can do a man's job. Men who kill people already, Sir John wouldn't give amnesty. Hang there, just hang there. We don't need no custody suites for criminals to retreat. Hang there, just hang there. We don't have a Smith and Wesson. They smuggle them illegal gun. Hang there, just hang there. Our leader has to portray strength to fight evil, go through any length. Yet I see us negotiate a peace treaty we first indicate. I miss Sir John, cause all of them would be gone. Gone to meet them maker, with the undertaker, gone to burn in hell. The partners in crime as well. Law and order is a con. That's why I miss Sir John. Crime has set superpowers behind, even made some great leaders resign. Efforts we must double, or we could be toppled. With automatic weapons, leave them criminals' hands. Once there was an uprising, Sir John killed it, no lying. Cause one thing Sir John knew for sure, a well-placed bullet could end a war. Hang there, just hang there. We don't need no custody suites for criminals to retreat. Hang there, just hang there. We don't have a Smith and Wesson. They smuggle them illegal gun. Hang there, just hang there. A leader has to portray strength to fight evil, go through any lengths. Yet I see us negotiate a peace treaty we first indicate. I miss Sir John, cause all of them would be gone. Gone to meet them maker, gone with the undertaker, gone to burn in hell. The partners in crime as well. Law and order is a con. That's why I miss Sir John. Thank you.
Yes, indeed. A powerful voice there of Freddie coming out of the South Tent. Relatively newcomer to the arena. the proper nurturing of that voice, it could be quite a force to reckon with. Yeah. I want to say good evening to Sanya Joseph, who joined us late, but better late than never, of course. Beverly Skerritt is here with us. Beverly Skerritt, of course, of Tribe of 12, Massive and Crew, the champions of St. Lucia Carnival. I want to say good night to you all, especially if you're in the mass camp right now. A fantastic mass this year. Bel Wadek Soulier, look out for Tribe of 12. I tell you, I warn all you. Don't say I didn't warn you. Yes, indeed. Yeah, well, boy, the time does fly real fast in the corner. Our time almost here. So, Mr. Wilkinson, your final cue out to the public there for your launching.
Yep. Okay. I would like to just make sure that the public is aware of our launching. That it's on Friday, the 23rd of May, at the National Cultural Center. We are the first 10 launching, and we're going to ensure that you will, from our launching, that you just know that St. Lucia will have a fantastic 2025 Calypso season. Okay, and we are supposed to set that trend. Okay, everything will be super in terms of our band, our performers, and everything. We are getting prepared to ensure that everything is in place. Okay, so it's up to you to come. Miss it, blame yourself.
And the entrance fee stays at $25.
$25 entrance fee. The show starts at 8:30. Everything is in place.
Wonderful. Yep. Well, you heard it from the man himself. So we're looking forward to May 23rd. It's a Friday night. It's at the National Cultural Center. So we will meet, if not inside, in the yard. But we go meet. Okay. We go meet right there. It's been a real pleasure. Thank you for coming in, Tony. Yes. Next week, next Saturday, we hope to have the Fire One Calypso tent in studio, so we could talk about what their offerings will be for 2025. We want to thank each and every one of you. I want to say a special good evening to Uncle Don, Super D, out there in Paybush, up there in Barbano. I'm sure he's tuned in. Mama Frances in Laclery. Mama, you think I would have forget you? I surprised you there. Good night to Mama Frances, always tuned into the corner. We want to say good night and thank you on behalf of MBC TV, coming from, of course, our technician, Brother Shane Williams, our producer, Colin Phillips, and, of course, your humble servant, Papa Vader. I want to say good night and thank you. And we want to end this one with number 14, Mr. Technician. Are you sure? I'm sure you remember the man they called the Challenger, as he blew the tent away that night with one called Amazona Versicolor. Until we meet again next Saturday, same time, same place. Papa, out.
Yes, my people. The Amazona Versicolor is in town. His feature is glass, set to hard glass. Have you seen or heard the national bird? One on winter, while the others drop. The teacher asked Toby, where did you see that birdie? He said on TV at 8 in the budget debate. Chasney has become the Amazona Versicolor. Chasney has become the Amazona Versicolor. You ask me why the man always in flight, always occupying space. The man never is St. Lucia, he always on a aeroplane. That is why Chasney has become the Amazona Versicolor. Good one. Chasney has become the Amazona Versicolor. You like it? You like it? That's very talk. Though it was funny, he was right on the money. The whole nation know. Whole nation know. Since about the man. Like the Amazona, our Prime Minister. It's Kakanda he bringing with all the flying. Chasse has become the Amazona. What's the color? Chasse has become the Amazona. What's the color? You ask me why. The man always in flight, always occupying space, Lord. The man never in St. Lucia. He always on a aeroplane. That is why just has become the Amazona. Pussy caller. Just has become the Amazona. Pussy caller. You like it? This teacher Miss Glass said to her class, have you seen or heard the national bird? One on winter, while the others drop. The teacher asked Toby, where did you see that birdie? He said on TV at 8 in the budget debate. Chasse has become the Amazona. Stop up with Chasse has become the Amazona. Oh yeah, Pussy caller. But tell you why. The man always in flight, always occupying airspace. Lord, the man never in St. Lucia. He always on a aeroplane. That is why just has become the Amazona. Pussy caller. Just has become the Amazona. Pussy caller. I love you, young people. I love you all. I love you all.
Looking for a professional service to stream your upcoming event?